Oh, hey guys, it's Dr. Demesia, and we are live. This is Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. And yes, we are ladies who are a lifestyle brand, and we are just talking about real conversations and real life things that happen with us. And we basically are coming to you live maybe once or so a month, and we're on Instagram 3 times a week. We're also on Clubhouse twice a week. And guys, we have broken into LinkedIn. So, yes, happy for us. So, welcome in. This is Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. And here we drink our coffee strong. We wear our lashes long. And ladies, we are the black coffee. Our lips drip with honey. And sometimes we got a little bit of grit. We've got sass, class, and all that ass, y'all. And we do so many different things amongst us. So, as I said, I'm Dr. Jamesia, the nurse practitioner extraordinaire. I'm also your intermittent fasting and mindset coach, YouTube influencer, speaker, author, all the things. And I am happy to be 1/5 of Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. And I'll pass it on over to you, Shelly.
Absolutely, you guys. I am Shelly A. Carter out of New Jersey. I am the owner and founder of Housing Ministry LLC. In that space, I've been able to help people make home ownership attainable and sustainable, helping them find the funds to secure home ownership and helping them navigate through the process of foreclosure. I held real estate, banking, life insurance licenses, and I also love nothing more than a conversation about monetizing that real estate. I am 1/5 of Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits, and if it's got to do with real estate or money, I have labeled myself, even though my hair is not red or out, I have labeled myself the Lucille Ball of the room. If there's a way to hustle and talk about making some money, I'm your girl. I'm passing the mic over to you, Carmel.
You're muted, Carmel.
Sorry about that. Yes, I was trying to get to the unmute button. Hello. I'm Carmel Jean-Francois, owner, founder, CEO of C Fit Coaching. I work with individuals who have come to realize that they might be suffering from a food or sugar addiction, and I guide them on how to adapt a whole food, plant-based lifestyle in order to combat that addiction and whatever other chronic conditions that come along with it. And I'm here to encourage everybody to add more plants to your plate. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to you, Jamika.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. So I am Jamika Anderson. I am your mental alchemist. What I do is I help you to transmute energy. I help you to focus in on what your mental desires are, your spiritual desires, and become the very best person that you want to be by harmonizing your life and becoming clear on what it is that you want, building confidence in yourself, and thriving. And I'm passing it over to you, Maisha.
Hey everyone, welcome and thanks for joining us for this live stream this evening. My name is Maisha, known online as Devi Maisha, and I am the Sensual Energy Alchemist. I'm a master life coach, teacher of sensuality, and my business, Sensual Energy Alchemy, guides Black women over 40 into their sensual confidence so they can show up bold and powerful in life, business, and love, which kind of goes along with the topic today. Yes, ladies, what are your non-negotiables in the bedroom?
Yes. And I'm excited to have the conversation because, as we said, we get a little bit of gritty, sometimes. So this is going to be a little bit of that, talking about our non negotiables in the bedroom. So when I thought about this, I was like, in the bedroom, what are my non negotiables? Well, for me anyway, I would have to say you can't come to me non affectionate. You can't be one who doesn't want to kiss me and caress me. And that's a no for me. I have to feel like you're into it. I have to feel like it's spicy. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? I'm serious. I'm just saying that's a non-negotiable for me. Even though I'm gonna be honest with y'all, even though I have had experiences where they weren't as spicy and they didn't want to kiss and they weren't that quite, affectionate. Obviously, those didn't last, but I have had those experiences, and for me, that's a non-negotiable because I feel like those types and kinds of things in the bedroom, they help me to go to the next level. So for me, it would be, lack of affection, not just a wham bam, let's go. It has to be, you got to warm me up some. And in that way, it's going to be kissing. It's going to be, affection. So none of
Right.
that.
Look,
And we could talk. We could talk about the positives too, like the stuff that we have to have.
Okay. Oh,
well, I'll start. I'll start with something another. I'm with you, Dr. J. When you write, you write. For me personally, I think it starts before you even get to the bedroom, right?
Mhm.
Like the non-negotiables, it starts with that, like that conversation. You have to be able to be a little intellectual. I need some innuendos. I want all the things. If you talking to me, you got to talk to me. Look, talk to me nicely, okay? Because
Stimulate your brain.
right, because if it ain't there, it ain't gonna be popping down there. You know what I'm saying? So it's some of that has to happen first. Like there has to be a lot of intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Like I want the physical touch. I want, all the things. Like let's do some stuff. Ignite all the senses, right? I don't just want it to be, oh, come over here and yank you up and give me what you got, just like that. But get the senses. I want stuff to smell good.
Mhm.
I want to be silky smooth. I'm one of them ones. My legs got to be all shaved nice and got my oil on. I want you to rub and be like, oh yes, look, you can get muscled all in there. I want to be able to smell you. You know how some people. I was watching thing on Instagram. I think it was like the guy was like, she don't like you if she don't put her face, her nose
Your
all up
neck.
in your armpit and sniff
Oh,
you.
I said neck. You said armpit.
Look, well, whatever it is, but if she can't be all up in you and want to be in your skin, she don't like you for real. And
Mhm.
so, that's kind of like one of those things. She don't like you if she don't try to nibble on you or bite you a little bit. Like I
Mhm.
feel like all of the things have to kind of happen. Like if we can't get all the senses involved, it ain't gonna be the same. I don't know about
Mhm.
y'all, but
I'm not sniffing nobody's armpit.
Oh, I kind of like it a little bit though, but don't tell nobody.
Right.
When
Just the
when
just
he
everybody.
smells good, he smells good. He smells good everywhere. When he is clean and everything is everything, it don't matter where the sniffing is happening all over the place.
I mean, he can be a little clean, musty though.
See, I was just gonna ask y'all that. Like, what's your thing? Because I was watching the old ladies saying that the men like it a little tart. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So I
Lord.
don't know. Everybody got their own little kinks and stuff.
Oh
I
my
don't know,
That's
God.
girl.
that's where the pheromones pop out at. When you have the musk, the sweat, that's when there's a special scent that everyone has that comes out. If you don't have any sweat and you can't smell anybody, then there's no attraction factor. So
You can't find them.
that musk has to be there just a little bit.
Just
No,
a
For
little
me,
bit.
it's a certain type of a musty smell. It's kind of like we've been out in the sun all day, maybe at the beach, maybe at the park, maybe we've just been enjoying each other's company all day. And now we're ended up on the couch or maybe even the bed, and there's the smell of the day on him, be
yeah,
it armpit, be it breath, be it sweat, whatever. Like that was your day, and
I
so
don't know if
that
that's
does something to me. I'm like, yes, please.
man smell.
look how your grandmama used to say, I don't want you to smell like outside. I don't know.
But
I
but
get what
Is
you're
it, is it
saying,
is
but
it outside though? That
but you can't start off like that though.
Yes. Oh
You gotta
no.
you have to start off clean though
Right.
and smelling good. You can't start off right there.
No,
you had to
it's
be with
very
them all day.
clear.
Look, you had to be with them all day. Like I had to see you all day. I knew you came out the water fresh when we started the
Yes,
day.
ma'am.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm listening to all of y'all, but I need everything to be packed where it's supposed to be packed. And I like the shoulders and the arms and the waist, and I don't mind a little bit of a belly, but packed and stacked. It's a well-dressed man, or you see one of those t-shirts and it's hugging the
Mhm.
arms, and you
Mhm.
see the biceps, Carmel's biceps popping out. I'm sorry.
Not on a man though.
I'm looking right there. Well, you got the baby biceps, but I have to admit, I do have a type of physique that I like, and I do
And
like.
that's a non-negotiable.
Oh,
So ain't no fluffy man getting in there with you. No fluffy man.
it ain't really been so.
And I'm just saying.
Because husband is a
Well,
weightlifter, or was.
all right.
Yeah.
I
And
like them
and
fluffy. I take a fluffy.
Look, there's something to be said about a little fluffy.
I like
husband
it fluffy.
husband number one was a little softer, but he was still a beast.
Okay.
6'5", chocolate. I could hide behind him. It was like owning my own bodyguard. I like that. And my dad used to tell me, he's like, "You like cavemen," and I think I think I do. Just grab me by the hair, drag me down the hallway, and let's do what we gotta do.
Oh, there's something to be said for the guy who's grabbing you. Yes, baby.
What?
Yes.
And
Oh,
not all
no.
cavemen are big and giant, because I dated a guy who was my height. Yeah, whatever. I'm grown, Mama. If you watching this, you're gonna get over it. We were having our little fun, and that man picked me up and threw me where he wanted to throw me, and I just was like, I was clutching my pearls. I wasn't wearing any, but I was clutching them. I'm like, just the strength of that man, that's just man. Like, okay, this is not a little weak, wimpy man. If we get on the side of the road, he can lift up the car while I put the tire on. We gonna do this together. I don't want no weak man.
Okay.
Welcome to the soft porn version of Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits, where we are discussing types of men that we like. We have diverted from non-negotiables to
That's a non-negotiable.
to Kathleena's book.
Well, let's give her a plug for them who don't know. So I have a thing that I do.
Drops July 2nd.
When I get my hands on a book, I will flip and I will find a line to read. And when I tell you,
oh, I watched that reel. I was ready.
The first line that I read fits right into this conversation. I said, ooh, because if you can flip and do that any page and read and it gets you, or you're going to be through that whole book like by tomorrow.
So
I'm
good.
I'm just saying. But I won't overtalk it. I'm sorry, not it's you guys are asking about soft, Lord, I'm about to say what Maisha said, soft porn. You're asking about non-negotiable. And I'm sorry, I need my man to come across as a man. I'm not attracted to little boys.
Okay, I'm here for it.
All right, well, I'm tall, so very rarely do I get anyone taller than me. In fact, that's only happened one time, and we got divorced.
Oh,
we lost your sound.
You're muted, Maisha. We can't hear you.
The last thing we heard was
thank you. All right, that keeps happening.
I married a man.
He came through and he muted it. He came through, he muted it.
He
sure did.
Talk about me right now.
You ain't gonna talk about me today. Yeah, I married him and we got divorced. So I'm good on the height. That's fine. I don't mind a little fluffy. I mean, I like to know that a man has lived some life. So I don't want anything that's like solid. I need to know that you're a little bendy somewhere. I can poke a little something and it's gonna bounce back. But I tell you, some of my non-negotiables, and I don't have a long list. I don't, but I don't do scat play. Okay, that is a non-negotiable.
Scat play? I don't know what that is.
Help.
Oh, that's feces, fecal matter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a thing.
What is it called?
Scat. Like boo bop 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 shua. Scat. Like yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Scat.
That needs to just be an automatic no.
Yeah, the bathroom stuff stays in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I won't go into too much, but I'll definitely say not the scat play. Okay. Let me see what else. What haven't I done? All right, I'm gonna just let somebody else go. Let me think of some more.
Oh my God. Well, what do we now? But see, I gotta clarify something. I said strong. I didn't say tall. I just said that the first husband was 6'5", and the second one is 5'8". But still
Both
strong.
strong.
And that it's the strong. And I'm with you, Dr. J. That kissable, that movie just grabbed me by the arm and swirl me around and plant one on me in the middle of the street. Yeah, the whole world's gonna be yours. What did Queen Latifah say? He kissed me and my clothes fell off.
Queen Latifah said that?
Sure did. And living single.
Oh, interesting. I would have thought that would have belonged to Regine, but all right. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was about Scooter, wasn't it?
Yep.
I've been watching that lately, y'all. I've been all in my love feelings. I'm so excited. Sorry. Okay.
All right. What else are the non-negotiables? I don't have too many. I'm sorry. I just realized that I'm trying to think.
I'm
have to
trying
be
to think
able to
too.
communicate.
I don't
That's
have
one for
too.
me. You have to
I
be able
think
to
y'all are too
communicate.
quiet and the people are lying. Y'all are lying. Well, I don't know who's lying. Then I'm gonna go ahead and keep dropping them. If you don't have any assets, let me know in advance. And if you have modest, let's be kind, assets, don't be up there talking smack. Make sure you are skilled, but you cannot be lacking in the penis direction and then be sitting there talking about, baby, are you okay? I'm not hurting you, are you? That alone just puts you on the X list. Like, I done just wasted moments of my life I can't get back. And now I gotta hurt your feelings. So that is a non-negotiable. Like, it is bad enough, but it's just a certain sort of person, and I will have to hurt a feeling. I'm off the market, but if I find myself back on the market, yeah, that's a no. And I also got to figure out, we have to have an inspection period, because I don't even see a reason. Y'all, old people. Did I say old people? I had an aunt tell me, girl, you got to fill him up. And I thought I heard one of y'all say something like that. And I'm like, where these old people be coming from with this stuff? Like, and I guess it makes sense, because you figure when they got married, they were stuck, and not like us where they were getting divorced. So it's like, at least try to check out what you're getting before you get it, because you're going to be stuck with it.
Well, there are many
Well,
ways to do that.
I agree. So I ended up with somebody who was not as stacked as I would have hoped, and I was like, wow, like what do I do with this girl? He spoke to me in different languages. He covered me. In affection and all the intimacy, and it made up so much for what he lacked. He was just genuinely an amazing lover. He paid attention. And it wasn't, and nothing about how he treated me was to make up for his lack of endowment, right? Nothing was. This was how he came. And if I had to deal with a smaller package, I ate it all up. I was just like, listen.
Well, that wouldn't be hard to do then, now would it?
That wasn't hard to do, and that could go in places where normally I would not allow.
Yeah, right.
He was delicious.
It's a nice thing delicious. That he's delicious. It's awesome, and that's the point. If you're lacking, don't be lacking in everything. Practice. They got manuals. They got books. Practice. Make sure that she is falling the heck out. When you are done with her, she should be. We should be putty in your hands. We should not know what to do with ourselves. We should not even be able to string a sentence together. There are so many ways to shut us up. Figure it out. As long as you can shut us up and put us to sleep, you will control everything. But you can't be missing all of the stuff. And yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
But there's such a thing as telling a man how to love you, instructing
absolutely.
him, right?
Absolutely.
So it's not even. It's
Absolutely.
yeah, it's not a lost cause. I've been in the bedroom before and told a man, this is what I need, this is what I like. It's not always easy, especially depending on the person, depending on where you are in your
And
life
their
and where
ego.
your self-confidence is, and their ego at this point doesn't even matter to me, because if you're lacking in all of those things, I have to tell you, and if your ego's hurt, then we are not a match, because it's not gonna work.
Makes it
We're
another
both gonna be
non-negotiable.
miserable,
Right.
right? So
So then we
there's
agree, a non-negotiable. If I can't communicate with you about my needs, if you're not going
Well,
to try to satisfy,
communication is a non-negotiable, but I
that is
think
a
that's a
non-negotiable.
standard.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I
That's
said
a
it
that's a
though.
standard.
But that's why I said it. Like communication is a big one for me. Like I have to be able, like we both have to be able to talk, to take criticism, to try
Mhm.
again. Like that was one of the things that I liked about, one of my exes is that it's kind of like, okay, like let's try it again. Like let's, I can see if I can do that. Maybe even send you a little video. Hey, can we try this next time? Be like, okay, let's put it on the list. Like, whatever else, like somebody who's into exploration, who's okay and willing to like what you say, not have such a big ego, like, oh, I'm perfect, but to take that criticism and be like, okay, I see what you mean here. Or, you like I heard one of my friends, they were talking about, when they try to say something to the guy, they got upset and they kind of just walked off. Bro, if I
Oh,
can't tell you to move to the left or to the right, like what are we doing here? Just like what you said, if we have to be able to communicate, or don't be so. I know somebody else who I was having a conversation with, even with bringing in toys or whatever else, other stimuli. Some of the guys are like, I'm just not having it, whatever else, and it's just like you have other guys who are like, why not? Something to help me make this, speed this up, or go a little bit faster, or get you a little wetter, or whatever it is. It's like, bring it on. You know what I'm saying? Some of them come with their own stuff. Now, again, if y'all doing that thing, have your own. Look, have your own non-negotiables. We only use my stuff. Look, it's clean and sanitized. But some guys have their own little situation. I done seen it before, y'all. Some people they just be saying, stuff and they be about their life. And I be like, I don't know what kind of foolishness, but
I
again,
dated
that's why
a
you
dated
gotta
dude
have
who
that
had a suitcase.
right. Like that's why you got to have that conversation. But I've heard people say that, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen people where it was like, no, I bring this and I da da da. And I'm like, and the girl be okay with that? Look, okay.
Yeah, okay with that. Yeah, communication is definitely that's me. That's a standard. That's a non-negotiable. And also, you know what? I can't really get down with a man who doesn't read anything. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to. I don't need you to be a voracious reader like I am, but if you tell me that you haven't picked up a book or that's a no for me, or you're not into personal development, and this matters because then we can't. I'm not turned on. I know. Well, I know what category you're going in, basically, if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
But I need you to have a little, yeah.
I'm sorry. Intelligence is a movement, and an intelligent man.
Yeah.
Just
It,
saying.
it starts with the conversation, like Jamaica said first,
100%.
If that's not happening, the bedroom doesn't really take off the
100%.
way it should.
One of the
And if
most
we can,
beautiful. Oh,
go ahead, Shelley.
One of the most beautiful men I ever met. I'm out on a date, and he was so shallow, and I just couldn't deal with it, and I had to leave. And when I'm talking like, I don't even it. The one that people say, you stop talking to him, like, girl, what's wrong with you? And like, yeah, no, there was no prize there. There's got to be some sort of a cerebral connection, and I need to feel like you are bringing improvement or encouragement or some fire
Mm-hmm.
to my world, and not just in the bedroom. If you can't stimulate my brain, because how often are we actually having sex? The rest of the time I gotta talk to you and listen to you and care about what you're saying.
Have you ever
And
been with somebody where the sex was good, but when they opened their mouth,
Oh, them dots have to connect.
Them dots have to connect for
And I
sure.
think
I'm
too
trying to.
spiritually too. They have to have some type of spiritual belief.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
Because that
So
So
means
what
that's
do you got?
interesting. I dated this guy who wasn't much on spirituality, but we had very good, intense conversations about it all, where he was coming from, where I was coming from. We had opposing views that he respected, that I respected. They're like good conversations. And then the bedroom was off the chain. And I never thought I would be able to carry on a conversation that did not think of spirituality or even religion for that matter, because he did not believe in God. But the conversations were still very, very rich because it wasn't coming from a place of ignorance. He had true beliefs and reasons why he believed that way. And they were conversations that we explored. It wasn't a conversation every day, but whenever it did come up, it was a conversation that we kind of like agreed to disagree and just discussed it like adults did. And but the same guy, interestingly enough, I go into the bathroom, I think on one of the first nights, and he had more skincare products than I did. And I didn't know I needed that in my life. I said, whoa, he takes care of his skin. It was very exciting to learn, I gotta tell you.
So self-care, is it, does self-care go on the list?
And self-care goes on the list. Since I saw his skincare products, he had me beat. I was like, okay, I'm here for this.
I just want to point out the comment, Adrienne, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, said, agreed, you have to stimulate my mind in order to make me wet. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely must be happening. Ladies, I've been enjoying this conversation.
you
This
know
has
what
been
though?
good.
I think you're the only one who really said like non-negotiable. So I'm gonna throw one in there for me. So
Sure.
I've been thinking about it. So I'm like, okay, I definitely don't want any fecal matter on me. I don't want nobody peeing on me.
Uh,
Um, and I don't want more than just us. I don't want three people. I don't want more than just us. I'm square like that. So that will be a non-negotiable for me. So
It's not square.
these
That's beautiful.
yeah.
these we said a lot
I'm
of
just too
non-negotiable.
selfish. I'm just too selfish.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. I would feel like I was in prison for the rest of my life if we did that. But I think it's beautiful when it's only and always two people. That's lovely. It really is. Because y'all have to keep each other entertained at a high level.
Hmm.
Which is
That's
why you have to be intelligent
oof.
and
Yeah, that's deep.
have more to offer than the package.
And Maisha said it before, the personal development, right? It's knowing that he's growing at the same rate, maybe in a different way that as I'm growing, right? So I'm in a state of constant. I want to educate myself. I want to surround myself with people who know more than me. I want to make sure that I expand on my knowledge and talking points. And if he's just not about anything and he's not willing to grow and learn, then what else is there? So that comes back to that. Open-minded people, whether it be about clothing, whether it be about food, or whether it be about what happens in the bedroom. I remember the first time somebody told me, listen, you could talk to me about anything that happens in the bedroom. And I wasn't ready. I was still 20 nothing. And I'm like, you want us to talk about this? Like, all I want to do is spread my legs and let's just enjoy. But no, but there was communication that he was proposing, and that was a turn on. It scared me, but it was a turn on knowing that he was open to this. And I was just like, wow, that's a thing. That's that thing that they talk about. Like people say, let's talk. And I'm like, why are people talking? Just like do the deed. But that got me open. So bringing it to the bedroom, non-negotiables. I want to be able to learn from you in all aspects. And I want us to learn from each other. And I would love the opportunity to teach him as well. So those are some of the opportunities that I would welcome in. These are some of the non-negotiables, because if that's not happening, what are we doing here? I mean, we know it's clear, but we are women of substance. I know I am, and I would like more than just the stuff that happens in the bedroom.
Well, then I would say my final thing, if I have to pull, since Dr. J says we didn't give non-negotiables, jealousy is a non-negotiable for me. You cannot be jealous. You cannot freak out when I speak to another human
Mhm.
Because some people, it's not just men, it's they don't want anyone else to have your time. And if you are trying to isolate and own me, that is a huge screaming red flag. So that's mine.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like that. All right. Looks like we done laid it down, y'all. I hope everybody watches this one. And tell us what yours are underneath, because I put the question there. But what are your non-negotiables? We would love to hear from you. What is a yes? What is an absolute no?
And guys, we're just doing non-negotiables all across the board for June, the month of June. So we thought we would bring it here to what are your non-negotiables in the bedroom. So yeah, this was a fun conversation.
This was a fun conversation for sure.
Yes. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you the next time here with Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. Make sure that you go to our YouTube page, subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to watch some of our other videos that are there, because you sometimes we're like Dr. Jamisi said, we're a little bit spicy. So check us out there, and we will see you on the next live stream. Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.